Today, investigators will continue looking into who's responsible for a swastika and an anti-Semitic slur found on Purdue's campus. Frankfort police are asking for your help this morning in tracking down a suspect from an armed robbery. Indiana voters can now cast their ballots for the upcoming primary election. A state trooper accused of preaching during traffic stops is out of a job this morning. A scary situation. A driver crashes her car into a CVS pharmacy in Crawfordsville this morning. Today is your final day to win in the Country Mega Ticket giveaway. All week long, we have been giving our viewers the chance to have a music-filled summer with concerts from artists like Miranda Lambert, Luke Bryan, and Rascal Flatts. The Boilermakers in the midst of a 9-game losing streak, just 4-20 on the season. Doug Schreiber and company dealing with some windy weather at Bob Warren Field. Trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the second, Harry Shipley turns the unassisted double play. Valued at more than $65, Groupon is offering quite the deal with a $9.99 price tag, and I have tears dripping from my eyes right now.
Man, because the bun is fine, but why not just grow it yourself, right? I mean, you put that on for a party, or?
I mean,
I don't know.
It's going to be cold the next couple nights.
Last month I put away all my winter coats, my hats, my scarves, and I've had to bring those bad boys back out. Well, you guys at home didn't see it, but Dustin is here doing his happy dance because he's been waiting for snow all winter long, and you finally have it.
Just a little bit, you know? we had to get one of those.
Yeah, thanks for coming visiting.
What a treat.
He was just precious. I tell you, there wasn't one person that Teddy walked past that didn't stop and pet him, and he just brought a smile to everyone's face there.
And Teddy had a smile too.
Yes, he did. And something interesting too that Bob, his owner, shared with me is that there's such a need for therapy dogs in our community, and they're looking to train other dogs and to have more dogs present in our community. And it doesn't just have to be at hospitals. Teddy and Bob, they visit schools and all sorts of places. So later this morning on our website, I'm going to have some information for people out there that might be interested in getting their dogs trained to be therapy dogs too.
WLFI.com later this morning. Krista, thanks.
Good afternoon, Alex. Lafayette police have confirmed that one person has been shot. Now, I'm going to give you an idea of what the scene looks like here. We're at the intersection of Washington and Weaver Street. There is an armed suspect in a home off Railroad Street. What an exciting time here for the Central Catholic boys baseball team. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 state championships. Good news if you haven't gotten out this winter to make those snowmen to go sledding. You still have some time, but bad news, road conditions if you're leaving this morning, pretty slick out there. Very few details are known at this time, but what we can tell you is that the initial call came in at about 9:40 this morning when 2 men walked into this Salem bank here in Flora.
News 18 this morning starts now. WLFI Lafayette. News from where you live.
Good morning. It is 5 o'clock on Wednesday, April 6th. I'm Krista Henery. Dustin Grove has the morning off. Thanks for joining us for News 18 this morning. We have a lot to get to, but first we're going to turn over to meteorologist Amber Hardwick, who's standing by with a first look at our weather, and you're tracking that rain that we've been talking about all week. Okay, Amber, thank you. We'll see you back here in a few minutes. All southbound lanes of I-65 are back open this morning after crews clean up a crash between a van and a semi. Traffic was backed up for miles south of the State Road 38 exit in Tippecanoe County yesterday. Investigators say a van driving in the left lane lost control and swerved into a semi. That driver of the van was taken to the hospital with unknown injuries. And starting tomorrow, you're going to see a major shift in the Restore Sagamore project. Drivers who are traveling southbound will need to use a detour between Kossuth Street and Teal Road. As you can imagine, it's going to make a significant and long-lasting impact on Lafayette's traffic. News 18's Brad Oppenheim reports. That was News 18's Brad Oppenheim reporting. Sergeant Carpenter says the southbound lanes will be closed for about the next 8 months, so certainly something to keep in mind. Here's another look at that suggested detour. You could either take South Street to Creasy Lane or Kossuth Street to Earl Avenue to 26th Street to Teal Road. And of course, we have that on our website, WLFI.com. Well, news out of Indianapolis this morning. An IMPD officer fatally shoots a man in a gas station parking lot. Police say a woman called police from a Marathon gas station in the city's east side at around 9 o'clock last night. The woman reported a man was assaulting her while they were in a vehicle. IMPD says when an officer arrived at the scene, he got into a struggle with the man and then fired a lethal shot. Witnesses tell our sister station Wish TV that they saw the man and the officer exchange punches. IMPD says it plans to review surveillance video from the station to determine what exactly happened. 5:05 on the clock this morning, and a West Lafayette man accused of making a pipe bomb is out of jail this morning on bond. As we told you earlier this week, the bomb was discovered inside a safe Monday night as part of a search warrant at Chauncey Village Apartments. Police say they were initially called to the apartment on a domestic battery complaint after a woman said she was pistol whipped. The suspect, 42-year-old Armando Guzman Jr., left his apartment on Chauncey Court East before officers arrived. He was arrested when he returned to the scene. Now, police are still investigating whether the woman is connected to the bomb as well. Staying in Lafayette, sanitation workers credit special training in helping them identifying a portable meth lab. A sanitation crew discovered what police call a trash lab last month during a route near Kossuth Street. Crews were able to recognize it because of training they took back in December, led by Indiana State Police. The training is specialized in identifying portable meth labs and what actions to take. Street Commissioner Dan Crowell says the more people can examine and identify portable meth labs and report it to police, the safer he believes the community can be. Well, back here in Tippecanoe County, several area law enforcement officers are celebrating a Top Cop award this morning. The awards are given out to officers for their work getting impaired drivers off the roads. The awards are the brainchild of the group Drive Sober Incorporate and go to officers who make 20 or more OWI arrests in a year. LPD officer Jacob Dobenmeyer was one of 5 officers given the award. He says an OWI arrest can prevent something more serious from happening. Well, some local teens were also recognized at the Celebrate Youth Banquet. It was Lafayette's Bauer Family Resources' 5th year for the event. 5 teenagers who have overcome obstacles and contributed to an area like sportsmanship or commitment to learning were each awarded $1,000. Not a bad deal there. Well, the winners were chosen from about roughly 20 applications. We have a list of the winners and their awards right now on our website, WLFI.com.
And now, your Precision 18 forecast. News 18. Weather from where you live.
Lower 50s on Tuesday.
All right, but you're still going to need that jacket this morning. Still a little breezy like you were talking about, and chilly temperatures to start our Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a bit cooler. It's not nearly as cold as yesterday morning, but you still want to have the coat handy and then possibly have the umbrella, especially for the afternoon.
Okay. Thank you. Amber, we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Coming up, presidential candidates Bernie Sanders and Ted Cruz both score important victories on the campaign trail. What it could mean for current frontrunners Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Stay with us.